Yeah, no, you definitely are a fantastic fighter. And, this is your 10th fight now in the UFC. Do you have any regrets so far in your UFC run?
I wish that the Macy Barber robbery hadn't went the way it went. I want to fight her again at some point. Obviously, isn't going to happen anytime soon, probably, but she's up there in the rankings, and I see that as my spot that I should be in at this point. Aside from that, taking care of my health has always been a priority, but I wish I would have done that a little bit younger starting out. I've had a lot of eye injuries and stuff, so kind of just making my run, making sure I'm taking care of myself in health manners, and trying to be the best version of me.
Now, I heard that in another interview as well too that you mentioned, like, I think if you mentioned, like, if you get hit in the eye, like, potentially goes blind or something like that in some of your
Uh,
fights.
it's kind of a high risk scenario that I run. I have two torn retinas that I've had taken care of in the past. And as a result, I have a lot of scar tissues and stuff. In my Jasmine fight that I had, which amusingly is an opponent that Tracy and I both share, in the second round, I had my left eye go blind in the middle of it. She just hit perfect. It's not necessarily how hard they hit, it's more like where they hit and what it affects. And I ended up having my optic nerve swell up to about 6 times what it was supposed to be, and it ended up just shutting down my eye, and basically had what they call an optical concussion, which is really rare and really hard to do, but because of my eye surgery, that scar tissue is easier to affect than it is for most people, unfortunately.
Huh. So with that being said, now when you're like going through, like, I guess, like, try to get cleared for a fight, do you have like any issues or anything like that with your eye?
No, because they only have issues if there's something still damaged, so to speak. Like as long as it's repaired and the doctor says like repairs are still stable, they look good, UFC lets me fight. If I were to have like say a re-tear or my laser that they did on my eye wasn't completely sealed, then I'd have to go get that fixed before they let me. At first, it was really hard to find a surgeon who would even let me fight, and I keep certain surgeons because they're like, "You do what? You fight for a living with this?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "That's super high risk," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but this is my life, this is my dream, and this is kind of what makes my future happen." So found a surgeon who is okay with approving me to fight, and the UFC basically says it's good to go if the doctors say I am.
Nice, nice.